Okay, today our new unit of the syllabus is going to start. Like we completed the basic economic ideas in which we studied the basic economic problem of scarcity, factors of production, and then we studied the production possibility curve and economic systems. Okay. So today in our previous unit we completed demand and supply and all types of elasticities of demand and supply, consumer surplus and producer surplus. So today we are going to start the third unit of our syllabus, that is about the government intervention in the microeconomy. So what do we mean by why is there need for government intervention? The first question is that we studied the free market economy will allocate resources by the price mechanism. What is price mechanism? By the demand and supply, where people are demanding more goods and services. So producers will allocate resources in the production of those goods which are demanded by the consumers. So therefore, the resources are allocated efficiently in the case of free market economy, as they claim that the market forces are independent. Without the help of any government intervention, they can achieve the allocated efficiency. Whatever the consumers are willing and able to buy, that has to be supplied by the producers in the market economy. But the thing is that, do you think the market forces are always achieving allocative efficiency? That whatever the consumers are demanding, and they are also beneficial to the consumers, or they are not having any harmful effects to the consumers, and the market is always efficient. Do you think this happens? We also studied the drawbacks of free market economy, that it does not produce the public goods. Okay? What does it produce? What it is not producing? Non-provision of public goods. Non-provision of public goods. Provision means to provide. What it is? The free market economy is not having allocative efficiency in the production of public goods. And what are the public goods? They are collectively used goods by all of the people in the country or in the society. For example, defense of the country is demanded, but private sector is not supplying it. No private army is available in any country. What is the reason? The defense is non-excludable, non-rivalry, and there is a free rider problem, and it is non-rejectable as well. Okay? So private sector is always motivated to earn profit, but in case of public goods, they are unable to make profit. Therefore, they are not allocating the resources in the production of public goods. So allocative inefficiency can be found in the free market economy in the non-provision of public goods. So it requires what? It needs the government intervention in order to supply the public goods in the economy. So when government intervenes in the economic activities, it will not be any more free market economy, because it has become mixed economy. It has become what? Mixed economy. What is the reason? Now government is intervening in the economic activities. This was not supplied by the private sector, or market forces are unable to achieve economic efficiency. So when market forces or the private producers are unable to allocate resources in the production of public goods, so there is going to be allocative inefficiency, which is the reason of the market failure. So when market is failed to achieve economic efficiency, so what happens? It needs the government intervention in order to bring in economic efficiency. Okay? Resources must be allocated in the production of public goods like defense of the country, road construction, street lighting, or light towers in the seaports. guide the ships during the night that there is going to be a seaport around this light tower. Okay, so we see the public goods are not provided by the free market economy, and it has allocative inefficiency or market system has failed. There is a missing market of the public goods in the free market economy. What do we mean by missing market? Like this is a public good and there is neither demand drawn nor there is supply. So it is the missing market. Producers are not supplying it because consumers, they are not willing to pay for it. They want to enjoy the benefits of public goods without making any payments. Okay, they want to become the free riders. On the producer side, producer is motivated by the profit. So when there is no payment made or pricing policy cannot be set by the producer for the public good, so therefore we have a missing market of the public goods in the free market economy. Okay. Now the second thing where we find the market failure, that is what? The merit goods. What are the merit goods? Do you remember the merit goods? These are the beneficial goods to the consumers, then they realize themselves. They don't know the full benefits of the consumption of a merit good, and that's why they are under consuming it. A third party will play the role of value judgment. Value judgment means they will inform the consumer about the beneficial effects of merit goods, for example, education and health. No one knows completely about the benefits of education, therefore our elders, our government bodies, or society members, they are going to inform the youngers about the benefits of education. So as a result, the demand of merit goods will be increasing. So although market is supplying us the merit goods, like there is private education, there is private health service providers, but the thing is that they are not provided to the level what they should be. Okay, what they ought to be supplied. Market is under allocating the resources in the production of merit goods. I will draw the diagram in this chapter now, as I told you in our first chapter, in our first unit about the merit goods, and I did not draw the diagrams of merit and demerit goods at that time because you haven't studied at that time the demand and supply. So now you are well aware of demand and supply. So I will draw the diagrams of merit and demerit goods after the introduction of this chapter. Now, what else can be the reason of the government intervention? That is the demerit good. So demerit goods are those which are harmful to the consumers, then they realize. Consumers are not realizing the harmful effects of demerit goods by themselves. So a third party will play the role of value judgment, that the society members, the government or elders, they will play a role of value judgment in order to inform the consumers about the harmful effects of demerit. So they are overconsumed. For example, wine drinking, cigarettes or anything which is associated with harmful effects, they are having more profit motivation for the private producers, and consumers are also attracted by these things. So as a result, there is going to be over allocation of the resources in the production of demerit goods, and that's why we have again the allocative inefficiencies. Less resources or no resource should be allocated to the production of demerit goods as they are harmful to the consumers. Okay, so these are the reasons which are which require what? The government intervention. Okay, so when government is intervening in the economic activities, this economic system will not be a free market, rather it will become mixed economy. What it will become? Mixed. Another reason of the government intervention is unequal distribution of income. Unequal distribution of income and wealth. What do you mean by this? Some people, they become high income or richer in the society of free market economy, and others will remain poor or low income people. Okay, there is going to be unequal distribution of income and wealth. Okay, so it also needs a government intervention to have redistribution of income from rich to poor, that the gap between rich and poor should be decreased. So these are the reasons of government intervention in the microeconomy. Micro means we are studying the individual behavior of consumer and producer. So in a single market, like in the market of merit goods, in the market of demerit goods, or the public goods, so government intervention is required. So it is not for the whole country's macroeconomic policy. So these are the microeconomic objectives of government intervention. So the first thing I want to explain to you about the merit goods. How can we define the merit goods? Do you remember? We completed this topic in our unit number 1. What is the merit good? This is a good which is associated with benefits, and consumers are not fully realizing those benefits due to information failure. Consumers are lacking information as far as these benefits are concerned. For example, I say education and health. So nowadays we all are corona vaccinated. Did we know about the benefits of vaccination before we got vaccinated? Who informed us? Government or the doctors who know better than us? So we were not having full information. There were so many rumors about this vaccination that the people who are getting this vaccination, they may die earlier than the other people who are non-vaccinated. That was a rumor. But we all vaccinated, and what is the reason now? We are informed by the persons, by the government bodies, by the doctors or anyone who knows better than us, and they informed us about the vaccination of this disease. Or education, if someone of you is going to stop education after A level, so we will make the very judgment for that student, okay, continue your education till your graduation or master degree, because you will be more respected in the society, you will be able to earn more if you are more qualified, and you can better handle your private businesses as well. So what is the merit goods diagram? If I say there is going to be education market, and this is the price of education, this is the demand and supply. These are the actual demand and supply before the value judgment by the third party. So people are demanding this level of education, like you are studying in a private school. So you people are demanding education, so the private sector has supplied it. Who are able to pay the private sector fee of education, he or she is provided the education. That's why we are having less number of students in our classes, because it is having more fee to be paid by the students. So do you think this is the only level of education we demand in the society? More people should get education. So when they are informed about the benefits of education, what happens? The demand of education will shift rightward due to the role of value judgment performed by the society members, okay, or by the government bodies or elders, or any paternalism. Paternalism is those who are older than us, they are going to provide us, they are going to persuade us about the benefits of these merit goods. So we see this is the market equilibrium before the role of value judgment. When people are informed, higher level of or more quantity of education in the market, whereas we see the private equilibrium. The private equilibrium is at Q1, whereas social desirable level of education is Q2. Society requires more period of education than Q1. So market has under-allocated resources in the production of education, or else you can say. Okay? The social desirable level of output is Q2. So market has under-provided. It was under-consumed by the consumers because of lack of information about the benefits of education, or lack of information about the vaccination against fatal diseases. So market was supplying it, but at less level than they should be. So we studied the normative economics. What should be the desirable level of output of a certain commodity? So when it requires Q2 level of education, but the market is supplying only Q1, so there is going to be under allocation of resources. What it is? Under allocation of resources in the production of merit goods. Do you think it needs government intervention? Definitely. Government has to increase the supply of educational institutions or health institutions to make it available for the other people who are unable to afford at the market price or the private sector. So the gap between whatever is desirable by the society and whatever the market has supplied this type of product, so the rest of the gap will be covered by the public sector. So it needs what? Government intervention in order to improve the economic efficiency of the market forces of demand and supply. Market was under allocating the resources in the production of merit goods. Alright? Now how? Demerit goods will require the government intervention. Can you draw the demerit goods over here? What are the demerit goods? Anyone can define the demerit goods? What are the demerit goods? Nobody remembers?
So they are harmful for the one who is using it and
yes, they are the harmful goods. They are associated with harmful effects. But consumers are not realizing by themselves those harmful effects. A third party, for example, the government, society members, elders, they will inform the consumers about those harmful effects. For example, cigarettes, smoking, or wine drinking. We write over here wine drinking, and this is the price of wine. And consumers are demanding too much of wine. Rather, they should be. So this is the supply of wine in the market. This is the equilibrium before any value judgment. Consumers are demanding or consuming too much of this demerit good. They are not realizing the harmful effects that this type of product will affect badly the health of the consumer. Alright? So consumers will be facing health issues if they are smoking too much or they have a habit of more drinking of wine. So what we see when we perform a role of value judgment, government is going to inform the consumers about the harmful effects, so the demand of demerit goods will shift downward. Alright? What we see when role of value judgment is performed by the government, elders, society members, demand must be decreasing. So if government intervention was not there, what happened? At E1, more resources were allocated to the production of demerit goods. Because producers are more profit motivated, so they are not considering what happens to the health of the consumers. they are more concerned about their profits. So they are allocating more resources in the production of wine. So there is going to be over allocation of resources, which is the reason of market failure, and it needs the government intervention to achieve economic efficiency. Okay, so there is going to be over allocation of resources in the production of demerit goods. Alright? In the case of demerit goods, there is over allocation of resources, which is the reason of the market failure, and it needs the government intervention to achieve economic efficiency. This is now the social desirable level of output of demerit goods, whereas the private market equilibrium is at Q1. Okay, so the consumption of demerit goods should be decreased, or less of the resources have to be allocated in its production, or no resource should be allocated. So we say, why government intervention is required? Because of market inefficiencies, allocative inefficiencies. Market system will have the failure, or if it is not failed but still it has unequal distribution of income, so government has to intervene in order to achieve fair distribution of income in the economy. And in the rest of the chapter, we will be studying what are the government tools to intervene in the economic activities, and how will they be able to bring in economic efficiency and equity. Okay, so by intervening in the economic activities, the market system will become the mixed economy rather than the free market economy. That's all for today.